Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Your Excellency, Madam Monica Chakwera, First Lady of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Dr. Jessica Bwira, Minister of Higher Education, all the Cabinet and Deputy Ministers here present, all the government officials here present, Professor Samson Sajidu, Vice Chancellor of the University of Malawi, Dr. Christopher Guta, Chairperson, members of the Council, and members of the Senate of the University of Malawi here present. Mr. Martin Matululu, University Registrar, directors, all the executive deans of schools, professors, heads of department, members of the academic and non-academic staff of the University of Malawi here present. All the vice chancellors and registrars of the public universities here present. All the political leaders here present. Paramount Chief Kawinga, Honorable Faustin Tandama, Regional Chairman of the Malawi Congress Party for the Eastern Region, and all the regional members here present. Your Worship, Councillor Christopher Jana, Mayor of the City of Zomba, and all the councillors here present. Honorable Best Awadi, Member of Parliament for Zomba Central, and all the members of Parliament here present. All the graduating students here present, all the traditional leaders here present, all the religious leaders here present, parents and guardians, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. At my inauguration as president in 2020, I stated that the 10 years in which I would be in office until 2030 would be a transition or bridge between our nation's broken past and its recovered future. In view of this, those of you who have a good memory will recall that I also stated at that inauguration that as a president tasked with the work of building a bridge for us to cross over from our past into our future, my work between the years 2020 and 2030 would focus on dismantling dysfunctional systems, clearing the rubble, and laying a new foundation on which a new Malawi can be built going forward. In my reflections on this at the time, I had to consider the dysfunctional systems we would need to dismantle in our higher education spaces and rubble we would need to clear from the same in order to build new foundations for a new Malawi that is coming. It is this foundational work that led me to dismantle the evil quota system that the previous administration used to disenfranchise so many students deserving of entry into our higher education in order to give preference to their tribal agendas. It is this foundational work that led me to complete the unbundling of the universities in order to give higher education more focus on developing the skills we need for building a middle-income economy by 2030. It is this foundational work that led me to separate the higher education work of our universities by creating a new Ministry of Higher Education to increase the resource allocation to building the capacity of our nation's young people. It is this foundational work that led me to increase the allocation of funds to student loans allowances, resulting in the tripling of the number of students accessing higher education from 10,000 to over 30,000. It is this foundational work that led me to appoint Honorable Dr. Jessica Chakwera as Minister of Higher Education to continue and expand the work she started here when she led the fight for academic freedom at this very institution, when the previous administration led to politicize this or tried to politicize this institution. It is this foundational work that led me to direct her to start cracking down on briefcase institutions and diploma mills so that we do not have people pretending to be educated when they are not. So now that this foundational work is almost done, we're ready to take the development of our higher education forward toward a new Malawi of academic excellence in the next 5 years. And as I stand here, looking out at this impressive cohort of graduates, I'm persuaded that the journey we began 2020 of building a bridge to the future and beyond 2030 is well on track, and I am confident that those of you who are graduating today will do everything in your power to ensure that it stays on track. I'm sure that those of you graduating today will henceforth conduct yourself with the understanding that you've been prepared to help us build a new Malawi that raises the productivity in agriculture, tourism, and mining as per the goals of our ATM strategy. I'm sure that those of you graduating today will henceforth go full throttle into the sectors that we are investing in as enablers of that strategy, including energy, education, law, STEM, manufacturing, and trade, just to name a few. I'm sure that those of you graduating today will be beneficiaries of the 3 million jobs that we have earmarked to create between this coming September and August 2030, and that you'll be, in fact, among some of the industrious individuals to whom we will give some of the 500 billion kwacha loans that we will distribute to job creators in the next 5 years. And so for this reason, I do not only congratulate you for graduating today, but I also invite you to join the movement of patriotic Malawians who will build on the foundation we have been laying since 2020 and ensure that we create a middle-income economy by 2030, as we have set out to do in the Malawi 2063 vision. And on a personal note, I congratulate you for graduating in this famous hall at the college God loves most, the college at which your own president here was prepared and trained to lead you into this new future we will build together. God bless you, and God bless Malawi.
Diploma in Statistics.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the Diploma in Statistics.
Diploma in Statistics, Jeremiah Kwatiwani. Gift Mbamera. In absentia, Stuart Banda, Chibisa Chikwezia, Jeremiah Kwatiwani. Gift Matua, Dora Muhango, Wiseman Mwinitete, Kondwani Yohane, Michael Mangani. With credit, James Njinga.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Social Science, Gender Studies, and Bachelor of Social Science, Social Work.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Gender Studies, Bachelor of Social Science, Social Work.
Bachelor of Social Science, Gender Studies, Jamila Chibwana. Kingsley Gonondo. Violet Sawirengera. Bachelor of Social Science, Gender Studies with credit, Tamandani Nombo. Bachelor of Social Science, Social Work, Deborah Chipembere. Tandizo Jasi. Patience Kaira. Alinafe Likongwe. Teresa Liaya. Pempero Mhagama. Pauline Pepo. Chimwemwe Serebo. Bachelor of Social Science, Social Work with credit, Alinafe Banda. Precious Botomani. Chikumbuzo Cedric, Brenda Chanza, Charity Chikoza, Gertrude Chimariro, Roderick Chisale, Blackson Chunda, Shadrach Gondwe, Anstance Kamanga, Amon Kanjakaya, Sheila Kankwangwa, Joe Kupata, Ulem Lukanda, Ntanda Luani, Tokozani Maxon, Walusungu Magombo, Jones Malopa, Moses Manda, Liston Mangoni, Madalitso Matita, Temwanani Mbale, Chite Mbui, Zechariah Mhone, Carl Mayano, Wisdom Kandawire, Edina Mponda, Joseph Msukwa, Pempero Mlauzi, David Mwenechanya, Comfort Carter, Velapi Nkosi, Serafi Piri, Chifundo Silia, Mwaizimba, Francisco Bagi, Blessings Banda, Lexa Chandija, Doreen Chaula, Mary Chibale, Iso Chimbereko, Samuel Chisale, Kondwani Damalekani, Nselembo Faliot, Modesta Kampala, Million Nankonya, McDonald Nkalo, Songerwayo Tole, and in absentia, Chimweme Makonde and Webster Mtali.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Education, Biological Sciences, Bachelor of Education, Chemistry, and Bachelor of Education, Human Ecology.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Education, Biological Sciences, Bachelor of Education, Chemistry, and Bachelor of Education, Human Ecology.
Bachelor of Education, Biological Sciences, Ziwani Alik, Christopher Banda, Delina Banda, Masautso Biswick, Irene Brazio, Stella Chizungu, Rafik Chikopa, Mpatso Chiusiwa, Emmanuel Chunga, Chikondi Daniel, Chisomo Philod, Akim Hassan, Philip Jerry, Jime Julius, Memory Kambalame, Chikondi Kanyama, Vincent Katumba, Anastasio Kondowe, Chimwemwe Lubrino, Osman Manda, Rebecca Mkwezalamba, Brenda Musa, David Mwenda, Modesta Nambawani, Emma Ngoma, Maria Nyanguru, Edwin Paka, Fechani Faidon, Eunice Raphael, Gift Stephen, Gladys Thomas, Aida Zina Umaleka. Bachelor of Education, Biological Sciences with credit, Henderson Banda, Justina Biriat, Ezra Chikaiko, Lustina Chimpeni, Master Ziongo, Kasim Idrisa, Vincent Kapila, Vitumbiko Majua, Cedric Mtengula, Shadrack Mwale, Esmi Mwanavava, Miriam Piri. Bachelor of Education, Chemistry, Victoria Chamba, Dumisan Chavula, Daniel Chifuniro, Afik Chikafa, Brian Chikopa, Cynthia Chikopa, Patrick July, Bernard Kariofasi, Brian Kambaya, Gift Kanyanda, Preston Kanyika, Crispin Magombo, Elisha Mkwanda, Mebo Mpandamwala, Joseph Mwazina, Yamikani Nastanzio, Saulos Nyika, Alex Seda, Gift Sitima, Boniface Thompson, Kondwani Wellington. Bachelor of Education, Chemistry with credit, Etkan Mkonda, Devi Chigadula, Joseph Banda, Kingsley Kadwala, Hape Chonde, Stefano Mkocha, Sledge Sabili, Snelia Makuluni, Tionge Kanyongo. In absentia, Michael Mamzi, Matthews Martin, and Stephen Zondeni. Bachelor of Education, Human Ecology, Bruno Osman, Maria Banda, Enoch Bernardo, Malison Black, Sophie Chimwenje, Spencer Edson, Precious Henry, Devi Kamonga, Have Magawa, Walia Mtenje, Esther Murupa, Godfrey Shema, Solomon Wasiri. Bachelor of Education, Human Ecology with credit, Patrick Chaima, Gift Mapemba, Zahra Kalingo, Fraser Banda, Fred Magaso, Nixon Chisenga, Tadala Mwage, Alexander Mtira, Esnat Chuma, Desire Amisi, Edson Wesley. In absentia, Amidu Mbalaka.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Dental Surgery.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is a tradition that on entering the medical profession, candidates make a declaration to uphold the honor of the physician profession. I'll ask the candidates to stand, raise their right hand, and repeat after me. I, at the time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity.
I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity.
I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due.
I will give my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due.
I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity.
I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity.
The health of my patient will be my first consideration.
The health of my patient will be my first consideration.
I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died.
I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died.
I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession.
I will maintain by all means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession.
My colleagues will be my sisters and my brothers.
My colleagues will be my sisters and brothers.
I will not permit considerations of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient.
I will not permit considerations of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient.
I will maintain the utmost respect for human life.
I will maintain the utmost respect for human life.
I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat.
I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Bachelor of Dental Surgery, George Chakwera. Ruth Kalimbila. Emmanuel Kapininga. Esther Komba. Owen Makwerusa. Felix Nandolo. Hape Nguluwe. William Sini. Luca Piri. Bachelor of Dental Surgery with distinction, Chifundo Banda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Pharmacy Honours and Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honours.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors and Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honors.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is a tradition that on entering the pharmacy profession, candidates make a declaration to uphold the honor of the pharmacy profession. I'll ask the candidates to stand, raise their right hand, and repeat after me. I, as a pharmacist, I vow to serve humanity and to support my profession's ideals and commitments.
I vow to serve humanity and to support my profession's ideals and commitments.
I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct.
I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct.
I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge and abilities to supporting the health and well-being of all those I serve.
I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge and abilities to support the health and the well-being of all those I serve.
I shall always place the needs of all those I serve above my personal interests and considerations.
I shall always place the needs of all that I serve above my personal interests and considerations.
I shall treat all those I serve equally, fairly, and with respect, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, culture, or political beliefs.
I shall treat all those I serve equally, fairly, and with respect, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, religion, culture, or political beliefs.
I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me.
I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me.
I shall maintain my professional knowledge and competence throughout my career.
I shall maintain my professional knowledge and competence throughout my career.
I shall support the advancement of knowledge and standards of patients in pharmacy.
I shall support the advancement of knowledge and standards of practice in pharmacy.
I shall nurture the preparation of future members of my profession.
I shall nurture the preparation of future members of my profession.
I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all healthcare professionals in my environment.
I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all healthcare professionals in my environment.
In taking this solemn oath,
In taking this solemn oath,
I honor those who have supported my development as a pharmacist and commit myself never to act in a manner that is contrary to these vows.
I honor those who have supported my development as a pharmacist and commit myself never to act in a manner that is contrary to these vows.
So help me God. Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors, 3rd class, Eid Binali, Maria Billiat, Blessings Chawinga, Kondwani Chilingulo, Thomas Chintopa, Marvin Edwin, Fiona Kalinya, Zahira Farid, Leah Gawani, Ruth Jato, Esther Kabango, Luis Caetano, Arinafe Kambeni, Bosco Kasambala, Mona Lisa Koropa, Austin Kumwenda, Jolene Laisan, Bruno Lilemba, Florence Madondolo, Patricia Makawa, Grace Mandele, James Mbenjere, Emmanuel Muhone, Mese Mpandazaola, Annie Muomba, Mike Mwanza, Mese Mzembe, Brian Nyirenda, Akila Patel, Mese Sakala, Joe Sosola, 2nd class lower, Andrew Kaliba, Jirai wa Jirai Mbale, Wezi Msooya, 2nd class upper, Xavier Chiusiwa, Wezi Ngoma, Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors, 1st class. Charles Mbena, Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors, 1st class, Modesta Jaini Nembwe. Bachelor of Pharmacy Honors, 1st class, Twambilire Nyondo. Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honors. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is a tradition that on entering the physiotherapy profession, candidates make a declaration to uphold the honor of the physiotherapy profession. I'll ask the candidates to stand, raise their right hand, and repeat after me. I, in the presence of my colleagues, friends, families, and teachers, and in the view of the honored profession I'm entering into,
in the presence of my colleagues, friends, family, and teachers, and in the views of the honored profession I'm entering into,
I solemnly and willingly state that I dedicate myself to the following.
I solemnly and willingly say that I dedicate myself to the following.
I will practice physiotherapy with compassion for the vulnerabilities in each of my patients and will work to preserve the dignity and promote their health and welfare.
I will practice physiotherapy with compassion for the vulnerability in each of my patients and will work to preserve the dignity and promote their health and welfare.
I will value the lives of my patients as I value my own life through my concern for their significance and with respect for them and the confidential nature of our relationship.
I will value the lives of my patients as I value my own life through my concern for their significance and respect for them and the confidential nature of our relationship.
I will be humble. I recognize my limitations and will continue to consult with my colleagues and co-workers for knowledge with which I can better treat my patients and for the inspiration to expand and augment my education.
I recognize my limitations and will continue to consult with my colleagues and co-workers for knowledge with which I can better treat my patients and for the inspiration to expand and augment my education.
I will share my knowledge with my colleagues and patients freely with compassion and patience.
I will share my knowledge with my colleagues and patients freely with compassion and patience.
I will work toward the improvement of the quality of life for all my patients.
I will work toward the improvement of quality of life for all my patients.
I will honor the choices that my patients make with respect to their wishes and needs.
I will honor the choices that my patients make with the respect for their wishes and needs.
I will do no harm to another human.
I will do no harm to another human.
I will work to improve the practice of physiotherapy so that all who seek it will receive treatment which is proper, ethical, and just.
I will work to improve the practice of physiotherapy so that all who seek it will receive treatment and just.
I will not allow my judgment regarding the practice of my profession to be influenced by race, creed, religion, greed, or unethical behavior.
I will not allow my judgment regarding the practice of my profession to be influenced by race, creed, religion, greed, or unethical behavior.
I will expect the same behavior from my colleagues and co-workers.
I will expect the same behavior from my colleagues and co-workers.
Thus, with this oath, I will freely accept the obligations and rewards which will accompany my practice of physiotherapy.
I will freely accept the obligation and reward which will accompany my practice of physiotherapy.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Bachelor of Physiotherapy Honors, 3rd class, Isaac Bizali, Martha Kasim, Caroline Jangwa, Sizwe Konje, Ephraim Kosa, Miracle Majawa, William Mumba, Antone Namijingo, Alan Piri, Samuel Piri, Arinafe Chiria, Winiwa Ziva, 2nd class upper, Ruth Maere, Lista Hassan, Jacqueline Banda, Emmanuel Chinula, Wezi Irene, Aisha Kazembe, Miriam Makwakwa, Celine Maunda, Linda Mkandawire, Erunes Msukwa, Wells Nyirenda, Highwell Rebiat, Owen Taya.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism Management.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates degrees of Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism Management.
Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism Management, Francis Banda. Chisomo Chigwenembe. Nelly Chiona. Herbert Chitseko. Kriston Hiwa. Chileto Jumbe. Andrew Kaziche. Blessings Kalumbi. Limbani Kamanga. Bernard Kashamba, Ramford Katundu, Hannah Kaira, Mary Kunkwesu, Michael Madela, Timothy Maganiza, Jesse Manda, Stephen Manyupu, Chikondi Mkandawire, Memory Mkandawire, Alinafe Nkwapatira, Praise Mlambala, Prince Msukwa, Tamandani Musa, Judge Mwanza, Desire Mwasangwale, Cosmas Ngongole, Stephen Ngwira, Melissa Piri, Alinafe Saidi, Joyce Sambo, Geoffrey Ziwa, Elvin Zungu. Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism Management with credit, Margaret Chirwa, Alinafe Chiwaula, Innocent Kapenda, Rashida Kasim, Linda Lungu, Deborah Mopiha, Louis Mwenikifungwe, Fatani Piri, in absentia Ephraim Nyakambiro, Joseph Chafukira. Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism Management with distinction. Blessings Chiwaka.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates degrees of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology and Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems.
Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Gideon Chawinga, Laston Chikoko, Isaac Chikusa, Bentley Chipandula, John Daka, Fahad Daudi, Ntanda Dulanya, Victoria Gondwe, Comfort House, Blessings Isaac, Michael Lumanga, Esme Lupande, Andrew Luwe, Melinda Makonde, Febe Malinda, Alice Mandalasi, Bright Manyengo, Israel Mbewe, Mkumbukeni Mhone, Olivia Mkandawire, Daniel Mambo, Wesley Namalueso, Ken Nyirenda, Biliantina Pengani, Margaret Pikani, Sauda Rafik, Aubrey Sentara, and Ama Vido. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with credit, Wisdom Bolembole and Nyasha Mpinda. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology with distinction, Andrew Henry Makaula. Of Science in Management Information Systems, Saidat Chimole, Hope Kalitera, Princess Kansilanga, Angela Katanta, Patrick Kulinji, Shakira Lundu, Yamikani Makwinja, Gerardine Mavuka, Doreen Mchekeni, Zondiwe Muhango, Takondwa Poya, Francis Msiska, Joyce Mtawali, Orama Mwinjiro, Ellen Samarani, Jamera Shaibu, Pacharo Simkonda, and Tokozi Rezimba. Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems with credit, Shukurani Buleya, Martin Cavallo, and Sandile Nyalugwe. Bachelor of Science in Management Information Systems with distinction, Gracie Gausi,
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Arts in Economics.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Master of Arts in Economics.
Master of Arts in Economics, Tadala Banda, Kefas Chiwowa, Teddy Gomani, Chikumbuso Kachigamba, Tadala Kachiwanda, Kondwani Kamaliza, Boniface Kamwani, Fred Kazumbu, Vetumbiko Kalikapo, Simeon Labana, Dane Malisita, Isaac Masinga, Kumbukani Maulidi, Victoria Mkaya, Richard Moyo, Machiru Moyo, Edson Ntondwa, Chipiliro Mtukuso, Bahati Msuku, Jane Mvula, Isaac Mwale, Edgar Mwape, Walem Ndipo, Gerard Ngagwe, Betha Nguruwe, Godwin Nyirongo, Mere Onsewa, Noria Unyolo, Francis Perry.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Master of Business Administration.
Master of Business Administration, Ian Allen. Harry Champiti, Harrison Chapita, Ruben Chipeta, Christopher Chirwa, Florence Chitenga, Francis Chiteko, Paul Chiumia, Patrick Damison, Emile Jere, Sharon Jere, Edward Kamvabingu, Jack Amachale Komba, Barbara Clemega, Henry Likushuwili, Evans Laura, Christopher Mangatema, Baxton Mateche, Caroline Matuluru, Beatrice Ndelemani, Chimwemwe Mnyenyembe, Lusayo Mwalwanda, Chione Mwalwanda, Daniel Naluso, Isaac Njiwa, Rachel Piri, Princess Boya, Mhato Sambo, Edgar Tembo, Togozire Tembo, Stuart Tepelunde, Blessing Story, and in absentia, Martin Katundu Skazo Mwanda.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degrees of Master of Public Health and Master of Science in Epidemiology.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Master of Public Health and Master of Science in Epidemiology.
Master of Science, Master of Public Health, Violet Banda, Andrew Chingati, Charles Chimombo, Comfort Chizinga, Fred Chinzimu, Mwawi Chirwa, Margaret Dalo, Daniel Kapatuka, John Limited, Munes Mangani, Dalisolanga Sokosa, Ellen Musa, David Swale, Thomas Zopota, and in absentia, Judith Lungu. Master of Science in Epidemiology, Liz Banali, Amon Kafua, Gabriel Kamwatimwa, Miriam Kachingwe, Sungen Misuri, Sylvester Malunga, Margaret Nyaika, Chimwemwe Sambalika, Andrew Chandula, and in absentia, Adzafuniga Malinda and Yamikani Matsala. Master.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I award these candidates the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies.
Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies. Mr. Chancellor, sir, Henry Geoffrey Hunga did his thesis entitled An Examination of Public Process in Malawi, the Case of Harmonized Seed Regulations. This thesis emerged from a growing body of reports of implementation deficits to policy reforms, especially in the seed sector in Malawi. And this area is very important because in agriculture, particularly the seed sector, has undergone reforms through the domestication and harmonized seed regulations via the enactment of the Seed, Plant Breeders and Plant Protection Acts, along with a review of the national seed policy. Hence, he investigated the seed sector reform in Malawi that ratified the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa, COMESA, and Southern African Development Community, SADC, harmonized seed regulation by assessing the events leading to the policy process, identifying the role of policy networks, examining the organizational readiness for implementation, and evaluating the impact on seed availability. What were the main findings? The results revealed three significant challenges: policy inertia resulting from contestation an implementation deficit due to limited human and financial resources, and unintended consequences, such as unavailability and poor quality seeds. The results suggest that there has been an external influence on the seed sector policy reforms from international financial bilateral organizations advocating for market-oriented policies. At the regional level, member states have experienced differences in rules of origin and intellectual property rights formats. At the national level, divisions between government and development partners have created ambiguity and delays in policy processes. Hunga has also published several articles for example, in Frontiers for Sustainable Food Systems Journal, World Food Policy Journal, as well as the Environmental Development Journal. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as you are aware, these are high-impact journals at international level. Currently, Mr. Hunga, now to be called doctor, was supervised by Professor Levis Chiwaula as the main supervisor, and he was assisted by Associate Professor Mangani Katundu and Professor Wapulumuka Muruafu. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present Henry Geoffrey Hunga for the Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies. Our next candidate, Frank Bine Musa, his thesis is entitled A Gendered Analysis of Climate Change Resilience in Matrilineal Community of Palombe District, Malawi. The thesis set out to prove that despite households being exposed to similar climate change shocks, extent of vulnerability and associated activities to build resilience vary between male and female-headed households. The thesis sought to unravel nuances that are often missed in climate change resilience analysis that leads to blanket solutions for male and female-headed households, albeit specific limitations and challenges faced by each type of household. What were the main findings? The first one is that gender roles and perceptions are some of the underlying factors that influence extent of vulnerability to the impact of climate change. Secondly, skewed distribution of livelihood assets towards male-headed households leads to their quicker recovery from climate change-related shocks compared to their female counterparts. Thirdly, adoption of climate change adaptation strategies differs between male and female-headed households due to roles and primary responsibilities of the heads. Females are inclined towards ensuring household food security, while male heads have multiple goals, including income generation. And Musa has published several articles, including Environmental Sustainability Indicator, Elsevier, as well as Journal of Contemporary African Studies, Taylor and Francis. The supervisors, the main supervisor is Associate Professor Mangani Katundu, supported by Professor Alista Muntali and Professor Laura Lewis. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present to you Frank Bine Musa for the Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I now declare the congregation of the University of Malawi dissolved.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.